Good morning, 17 January 2024. Very warm welcome to you all, and I'm sure you've had a well-rested, deserved festive period, and back and ready to do hard work this year and take the bull by the horns and to make a difference. It's good to be back. I've had a good rest myself, and my last video was on the 13th of December 2023, and this will be my second stream and many more going forward on the trade. Right, so the points I'm going to cover today will be the aim of the video, or the videos, the brief points from the previous video in December, why we need to trade, why there's losses, why the traders at present have losses. We're going to talk about the year's program 2024, how we're going to build this platform up, yourselves being new traders in the game, and of course this video has certain focus areas that I would like you to work on, and then we'll take it from there going forward. The aim then, of course, is to start to trade for a better tomorrow for yourself. Now, we're going to discuss in this video and the videos following and forthcoming how we're going to do this. The situation in the world is in a bad place. We see World War III coming up, and of course, the situation here in South Africa, where I stay, is also not looking better following the upcoming 2024 elections. Now, in my previous video, I mentioned to you why I got into the trade, and this is very important to understand this. I've been in the forces, I've been in business, and if it wasn't for politics, and it wasn't for jealousy and envy and workforce issues, and being deceived by partners, I wouldn't have even thought of the trade. But the trade has fallen in my lap, and I've realized now that I should have been doing this trade when I left school, or after university, or any tertiary qualification or studies that one does after school, and in my case after the forces. If I had started the trade earlier, I'd have been well away. So the trade is very important to understand. It's not gambling. Now, a lot of people have said to me that trade is gambling. It's not gambling. Now, let me give you an example. If a doctor, a GP, is going to do a heart operation, and he's not a specialist in heart operations, that's gambling. So we need to understand risk. Everything in life that you take on is a gamble. But if you know what you're doing and you do proper prep and your strategies are correct, then it's not a gamble. So let's understand this very clearly, that trade is not gambling. Right now, the comments on my previous stream were positive. Thank you very much. Now let's go to the next point on the agenda, is why trade. Now, you're competing against the world. Now, it's a major challenge. It's not boring because you need to understand the market, the various countries, the situations in the various countries, and of course, what's even more challenging now is the BRICS split between the West and the East, which gives more opportunity. Remember, more chaos, more opportunity, but you need to find that opportunity within the chaos. Of course, why we trade is because we need to be financially independent, and you need to be more and have more freedom in your personal lives. Now, there's nothing wrong about being employed. I've been employed myself. But if you are able to put yourself in a position where you can create your own world and design it the way you want to live, because remember, life is a one-way street, then trade is the way to go. And as I've mentioned earlier, ignore the negative criticism about trade being a gamble. I've just covered that aspect, why trade is not a gamble, and anything else in life that you take on and you're not prepared for is gambling. Right, the next point up is, why do traders have losses? Now, I've got into trade 2 years ago. Now, what I find is that in the instruction part, they briefly cover a lot of stuff, but they don't teach you to trade. They leave it up to you to find out and to make your errors, and that's where the mistakes come in. Now, my plan going forward for 2024 and in my streams is to teach you what to look for. in my form of instruction on trade and to eliminate losses. Look, there'll always be losses, but you need to minimize the loss. If you're making more money than losses, then you're obviously winning. Now, as I've mentioned before, why traders have lost monies, and I've seen it with myself in the past 2 years, being on the platform on demo and live accounts and various platforms, is the strategy isn't correct, or the strategy is not taught you correctly. Now, I would like to correct this with my past military skills and business skills that I'm going to apply going forward, and trying to, and with you yourselves. Remember, we're starting this this venture together to make a success of the trade. So my plan is that we start off with this trade issue and end off 2024 financially independent and understanding the business. Furthermore, trade is an ongoing skill. You've got to keep watching YouTube. You must keep reading the market, and obviously over time your brain starts absorbing what's important. You know what to look for, and then your trading becomes easier. My personal challenges that I want to share with you is that I've got into this trade business 2 years ago, and I'm only now understanding how this thing is working. But the reason for this is because the instruction hasn't been presented to me correctly. It's like with anything in life. You have various teachers or various instructors. They're not able to carry the message over correctly, and that's why we're making mistakes. And we get to the desired result much later. But I'm going to do my best to fix this. And for yourselves that are following on my streams going forward this year, is that we're going to build this platform and make it even stronger. Now, another challenge here is the technical side or the IT side. I've always had people doing stuff for me. Now I'm in a position where I need to do everything myself. So I am still almost there, but I'm busy getting this Clipchamp sorted so that I can give you live presentations of what to look for and so forth with the trade and the various aspects of the trade. Right, so the year's program is as follows. We're in January now. We're going to kick off. The plan is now to put a couple of things down here for yourselves to start looking into and to build this platform during 2024 so that by the end of the year we will be financially independent, strong, with minimum losses, because I'm going to put controls in place. And obviously I've said to you before that with my military and business skills and experience, I'm going to be using the bracketing method. So that bracketing in terms of in the trade. So when you do your demo account and you play with figures and formulas, you bracket and then you zoom in into what works. And that's when your profits start jumping up, as you've picked up with the AI, artificial intelligence information available on trading platforms. Right, so today's task for the traders, the new traders out there. Now, whether you are a mechanic or you're a nurse or you're a teacher or even a businessman, you can find time to trade and have this thing as a parallel to what you're doing at the moment, so that you become financially independent and that you don't need to rely on other people for an existence. Today, then, I want you to focus on the tasks. I want you to focus on countries and their time zones. So to do that, you need to go into Google Maps or Google Earth and start off in Australia and New Zealand and zoom out and look at the world map, and then try and get your mind's mapped into the time zones on Google Earth and Google Maps, so you can understand that time zones are important when trading. Right, so first up then, if we look at Australia and New Zealand, the business operating hours are, and I'm using the South African time in relation to the world operating trade business. So Australia and New Zealand's business operating times is 2300 to 8 o'clock in the morning. So if you want to trade with the Australian economy, the best time then is in the evening at 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. until the following morning. Now, some of you would like to trade during the night. I like doing that, so this one would also work for me. Japan, Tokyo, Business operating hours is 0200, that's 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. until 11 o'clock, thereabouts. European business then, of course, is behind Japan and Tokyo. It's all on your phones, you can do that, or on your computers. South Africa, ideal time to trade is anything after 12, let's say from 1 o'clock, 1300 till 10 o'clock at night to 2200. UK is an hour behind us in summer and 2 hours behind us in winter. A good time there is 9 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. And of course, right at the end, on the left-hand side of your Google Maps or Google Earth, is the States and Canada, and they usually kick in around about 1 o'clock, 1300 in the day until 10 o'clock, 2200 at night. Now they're about 6-7 hours behind us. So that's important to understand. To kick off trade is to orientate yourself. Remember, we're going to go outside and we're going to zoom in. This is what we learn in the military, is an appreciation. Is you look outside and you zoom into the details. Now that will come much later, but we need to start off the trading platform correctly so that our foundation is right. Remember, if your foundation is right, you can build your house. You can build whatever you want to, business, the trade, as we've mentioned now, and so on. So then what you need to do to keep on track is get in a part of the game, get into the game, start trading. Underneath my videos, there's links that will take you through to joining the CMT trading team. There you'll receive professional tutorship and further development by the CTM senior analyst, Chris, and they're on standby to receive your calls and to assist you with the trade as we go through this year to make you financially independent by year end. And please remember to like my videos by pressing that like button, share the videos, and subscribe to various marketing news, and you keep yourself up to date. Start reading the forexes, the commodities, and the stocks. And of course, any questions, please jot them down below in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. If I take time, then it's because I need to just source some of those answers. Remember, I'm also beginning this trade with you, this journey with you. I want this journey to be successful for yourselves and for myself, and that at the end of the day, by the end of the year, we become a winning team and we become financially independent. So start trading, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you very much.